everyone, it's me, Darlene, all alone, like in the olden days. I am in Hannaford's parking lot. I totally did not expect to be doing a car vlog today, and I was going out the door without my camera, and I thought, I don't know if I'll have time for a video tonight, so now I have a video for tonight. So let me tell you how this day went. We were bringing Nora back today. She spent 2 nights at my house. Absolutely love having the girls together, but I stress over it more than they even make me stress over it. I'm just so overly concerned with somebody being happy and content that even if they're not complaining, I feel like I could be doing more for them. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I think it's because I was always so miserable, and I don't want any child to be miserable under my watch, at least. So I do, and you know, just anything, it just breaks my heart. I'm projecting too much of my life onto them. You know, they're not feeling anywhere near as miserable as I ever felt, I don't think. I don't think it's possible. Unless they're having horrible lives at home that I don't know about. So I stress out. I want to just do it all. But last night, after the little meltdown at the Springvale Rec, if you watched my snippets from yesterday, the day ended that we were out. We were going to the library, we were going to Dollar Tree, but then they wanted to go to a park, so I took them to the park where the lake is, which didn't even dawn on me. They'd see water and they'd want to swim. It was late. It was about 5:30 p.m. It was a cool day, windy. Not like the day that I would think they would want to go swimming. We had nothing for them to go swimming in. It would have required going home. It would have required coming back out. It would have meant that my Dollar Tree trip that I had planned would be out of the picture, and that I would be exhausted, and that I'd have to somehow pack stuff, and so I just wasn't doing it. And I felt bad, and that made me feel bad. And yes, it's okay for me to feel bad. I've had people tell me, don't feel bad. I felt bad. Does anybody ever tell somebody, don't feel happy? Don't be happy about that. Why would anybody tell somebody don't feel bad if they feel bad? Feel fucking bad if you feel bad. Felt so good, I swear. So I felt bad, and I was so upset inside that I could not go to Dollar Tree. I stopped at Rogers to pick up milk, and I went home like a crushed little child. I was more upset than the kids were. I did indeed say that we were spending a quiet night. At this point, I did not want to do any more, let's clean up this mess. I didn't want to do any more of that. I didn't want to do any more of fighting with loud talking and a TV running. Last night it was, if we're playing games, TV is off. If you want to watch TV, game table is cleared and you guys are in the other room watching TV. I did play a few games with them and it was very nice, but it does remind me of a routine that Louis C.K. did once, and I was like, oh my god, I know so much what he means. I was actually okay with the games last night, but there are times that I am so incredibly bored with what I'm either doing or listening to. Like poor Skylar, reading the back of the DVD, and I'm waiting word by word, and there's a lot of words she doesn't understand, so she's spelling them for me, and I have to be paying enough attention to what she's saying so that I can put the letters together in my brain and tell her what that word is. And it's like, I just want to say, give that to me! I'm so incredibly bored with it at times that it's like, how can I get past this moment in my life where I have to listen to a child taking an hour to read the back of a DVD? And Louis C.K. had a routine about, you know, playing board games with his kids, and he has 2 girls, and when they were a little younger, you know, and it's true, you know, they roll the dice and it's like 1, 2, you know. And his thing was that he was bored more than he loved them. Boringness, is that a word? It is now. Boringness is painful. It's like an ache inside that I don't like indigestion. So anyway, I did pretty good with a couple of games that they played, but then today when we got up, they wanted me to play games, and I told them I was not I was going to do my blog post that I do daily and that they could play together. But last night went really smooth. When they were done playing, they both went to bed. I had the TV on. Yes, I do. I spoil children with a television. I sleep with a TV. I think everyone should sleep with a TV. Of course, if any of the parents would object to that, I would go by their rules, but nobody seems to object. So, TV time. Both in bed. Skylar fell asleep quite early, like before 11, and Nora did not fall asleep until 1:30, but she was good, and she just stayed in bed and got up to pee one time and got up another time for water. So I went to bed, and I don't know, I fell asleep very, very late, probably more like 2:30-ish, and we were all up, I think, around 8. So I'm tired, as always, and I was like, how am I ever going to find the energy to do the things that I do want to do with Skylar when I'm always so sleepy? I don't even want to go to the thrift store in North Berwick because I'd have to drive for 20 minutes and, you know, I'm just sleepy. We did bring Nora back home. Now Skylar is alone. She did not want to come to Hannaford with me because she actually fell asleep on the way back from my sister's. I brought Nora to my sister's house. She fell asleep and she was tired, so she just crawled into her bed. And now I'm going in to pick up a few things. I might as well get bread. I didn't put that on my list, but I know my mother has only one loaf in the freezer, so, you know, that's like a 2-day supply in my mother's world. So I should pick up some bread. I gotta pick up milk and just a few things. My mother wants grapes and bananas. Whatever. You know, I can't take you in the store with me. Oh, but look at what we have. Look at what we have. And no, I'm not parking in a handicap space. But if I ever have my mother in the car and we ever want to take her in the store, which I doubt will ever happen, we can at least get a handicap space for that. Okay, I'm going in. I'll just talk to you a little bit when I come out. I'm hot and tired and hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. I just didn't feel like cooking before bringing Nora home, so I didn't. And then I got this massive craving for some roast beef. And every now and then, I just treat myself to roast beef. I love it so much, and I usually buy Swiss cheese. I haven't found a good Swiss cheese in a long time, unless my tastes are changing. I don't know. But I did grab Hannaford brand sliced Swiss cheese. They had a variety that is extra thinly sliced, so I like that. Now, I like to take a slice of roast beef with a slice of Swiss cheese and roll that up and chow down and do that about 20 more times. See, right now, I can't even imagine having steak and or ground beef, but I will cook some because I know as soon as it's on my plate, I'm going to want to devour it. It's just that I just can't imagine that I will feel like eating that again, but every time I start eating, I'm like, this is so good. And I'd rather fill up on that than on $9 a pound roast beef. So I got everything on my list except milk. I was at the other end of the store and I said, oh, I'll just pick milk up another day at Rogers. Then I ended up going by milk and I still just decided I'll pick it up at Rogers another day. I don't need it today or tomorrow. And it gives me a chance to just run into Rogers, pick up some milk, pick up some meat. I like to give them my business. I really like that store. So I guess I'm going home, and I hope Skylar and I have a nice, peaceful night. I don't know if I mentioned, but she is very homesick. I'm sure she's homesick every time she comes here, but she just didn't verbalize it as much. I mean, when I think of the first time, she was still just 2. She must have been so homesick and could barely make sentences. I'm sure that she must have been sad and confused as to why do I not see my parents anymore. You know, now she flat out says she wants to go home. Especially when she's tired or things aren't going quite her way. I mean, it's gotta be rough to be away from home that long. So I do appreciate so much that she comes. I keep waiting for the summer that she says she doesn't want to come anymore. The older she gets, you know, the more likely that is to happen. And then, you know, then when she hits 20, we'll be best buds again. But I don't plan ahead. I have no idea what my situation will be next summer, so there's no need to worry about that right now. I just want her to be happy these next 4 weeks, and she'll be ready, for sure, to go home. And then she'll be missing me. I hope to go again in October. Look at me trying to put my seatbelt on when I'm not even ready to go home yet. I guess I am ready to go home. Putting a seatbelt on was probably a sign that I'm ready. I just worried that if she didn't go back to sleep that she's bored. What can I do with her tonight? Clean a cabinet out? See, those are the kind of things she actually enjoys doing. But am I up to it? Am I ready to tackle something like that? I don't know. I'd rather sit at the table and play a card game and doze off. We have not discussed yet if we're going to do fabric again. If we do, I'd like to actually go shopping for that tomorrow. So I will talk to her about that and see if she's ready to do that again. It would probably be fat 8s this time, and I don't know. I'll talk to her about it. If she says she wants to do it, we'll try to figure out what we're going to do. So that is it for right now. It was so awesome talking to you guys alone, and I will be back with more soon. Bye! And the guy is watching me wave. Go away. Bye.